There's a downside to working in a successful team that people don't often talk about. Hi, it's George here. And the last 2 days I've spent with a high performing team, and they're brilliant at what they do. So I don't use that term lightly. And I just learned so much seeing them interact as a team over the 2 days. And the best way to describe it is they've got this shorthand form of communication, which means that they're able to work through challenges and issues far more quicker and efficiently than an ordinary team. And by no means are they refined. It's actually quite blunt in many ways, but it works for them. Their leader, she's bold and she's visionary. And a visionary leader for me is someone who is doing something that hasn't been done before and being successful at it. And she's being supported by two leaders who are very strong in their own right, and they're building a team around them to ensure that they're able to work towards the greater goal of the team. So what could go wrong? What are the downsides if you've got strong leaders, engaged team doing great work, and your stakeholders in the organization respect the work that you do and really look to you for advice? Well, there are two downsides. And the first downside is with success comes an increased weight of expectation. Now, an increased weight of expectation is okay as long as it aligns with who you are and what you should be doing and being clear about what you shouldn't be doing. Because with successful teams, there is, when you do get to that fork in the road where you feel that your performance may be slipping, without those three things being clear, being what do we stand for, what do we do, and what we don't do, you can get slippage and lose focus on what are the important things. And just because the team can work on something, it doesn't mean that they should. And the more times they can push back in those moments, the more respect they'll get from their stakeholders and the more they'll get out of themselves as a team. And the second downside of being part of a successful team is that you lose sight of your own development, your own self-development. So in that moment, and we've all been there, and I certainly have, where you're working in a really strong team surrounded by great leaders doing great work, that you take your eye off your own development, what you need to do to keep yourself fresh and refined and making sure that you continue to be relevant and delivering the kind of work that you're known for.